This is Mike Sylvia with New Bedford Guide. I'm here with Tracy. We're here to talk about New Bedford Pride, which is an annual event every year that the South Coast LGBTQ network puts on, and which is Tracy is, are you the head of or just part of it?
I'm the events coordinator and secretary for that network.
So it's this Saturday, June 25th, from 4 o'clock for some of us older folks up till 2 in the morning to all the young kids out there. It's 21 and older, $10, and the $10 is going to go to the victims and families of Orlando. Initially it was going to go towards the network, but they decided that's where it needs to go today. So what is New Bedford Pride?
Sure, in 2004 marriage equality passed in Massachusetts. So people wanted to celebrate, so 200 people got together and had a party down at Wings Court. It was word of mouth. A bunch of people just said, hey, let's get together, let's celebrate marriage equality, and that's how New Bedford Pride started. Every year after that, New Bedford Pride continued. So this year the network actually received New Bedford Pride from South Coast Equality. So this year the Pride will be South Coast LGBTQ network responsibility going forward.
So this year and last year were inside at La Place. It used to be outside downtown. I remember seeing that.
Correct.
And maybe next year it'll be outside again.
Yeah, next year we'd like to do a yoga in the park in the morning, then break and do Pride event from 12 or 1 to 5, and then come back here for the after Pride party at La Place. So our youth can go. We're just disappointed that our youth can't go this year.
Because it's a bar.
It's a bar, 21 plus in Mass.
So let's talk entertainment. There's going to be DJ outside, inside?
Sure, right outside here on the deck of the place. Nicole Lopes will be DJing from 4 to 9. Inside will be DJ Josh from 9 to 2. Adrian McDavis and Felicia Cruz will be performing later on Saturday night. And they actually just came back from the tour in Vietnam. They did Rhode Island Pride, they did events in Boston, they toured the country this time of the year, and then they will be going back to Vietnam. Hip hop.
We have a former mayor coming.
Yes, Mayor Lang will be here. He wants to talk about what happened at Puzzles from 10 years ago, because it hit home real quick. And a representative from the mayor's office will be here as well.
So Marcy Pina Christian, she's going to come. What's her relation to all this?
Oh, well, the mayor's out of town right now, so she wanted to make sure that the mayor's office was represented in our Pride event.
So what is the South Coast LGBTQ? Actually, let's go back up. What does LGBTQ stand for?
Sure. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer and questioning.
So what is the network? Why did the network come about?
Sure. Organizations in our area were working separately. So we finally figured out pull our resources, work together as a group, and help out everybody in our network. So right now we have Bristol Community College, Bristol County DA's office, Coastline Fairhaven Council on Aging. Comcast just joined recently. They gave our youth center a $5,000 grant, so they came on board. LGBTQ Yes, which is youth education in schools. New Bedford Agley, which is a perfect place, our youth center. South Coast Equality, South Coast Fair Housing, Inc., the Women's Center, Women's Funds of Southeastern Mass, UMass Dartmouth Center for Women, Gender and Sexuality, and YWCA of Southern Massachusetts. Right now there's 13 of us.
You're a nonprofit?
We are. I'm not sure about the other organizations and groups.
So you're a nonprofit, you can get donations and volunteers.
Correct. You can go to our website, please.
So the website link is in the description. So let's jump ahead what we want to talk about earlier. So someone says, what about Pride for the younger kids? So let's talk about the youth LGBTQ network.
Sure. Well, the youth was part of NB Agley, a perfect place. We formed 4 years ago yesterday. So the youth, unfortunately, because it's 21 plus, can't go this year. So hopefully, next year going forward, we'll be able to do it. The youth center came about, unfortunately, when the Puzzles incident attack happened 10 years ago. Human Rights Campaign was allocating funds to 3 different cities. They decided to change it from Boston to New Bedford after the Puzzle attack in 2006. So funding was left over, and that's how we first started to pay our rent for our youth center, which is located at 484 Pleasant Street, downtown New Bedford, ages 14 to 24.
So what's the address again?
Sure, 484 Pleasant Street. It's ages 14 to 24. Right now we're open Thursday nights from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
So we were talking earlier, it's important because of youth suicide.
Correct.
So let's talk. So a lot of people might not know there's a location you can go to for the youth, and youth suicide is much higher than anywhere else, right? Any other age?
Yes. Yeah. Right now our youth are having a hard time coming out. The diverse groups we have in New Bedford, the family backgrounds. Our funding for the youth center, which I'm an adult advisor on, is for men of color. HIV is on the rise. Last year, New Bedford was 5th in the state with HIV. So right now our funding is for men of color having sex with other men and trans. So because of the youth getting kicked out, the homelessness, couch surfing, trying to find a place to stay, we actually had 4 youth try suicide and 2 completed it 2 years ago. So we've had a tough time in our community right now, and a lot of people don't know about that. They think that 2016 is a new era, marriage equality is passed. When we talk to our youth, they were 4 years old, you know, when puzzles happened. 4 years old, and they're just coming to our group, they don't understand. So the same things that happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, is still happening today. Our youth are having issues. There's AGLEs, which is what the youth are, all over Massachusetts right now. There's all over trying to help our youth. It's not just New Bedford, it's quite heavy right now.
So all the comments are dominating, saying that the young kids out there should have their own LGBTQ event like this.
Correct. And because of South Coast Equality not getting back to us in time this year to give it away, or you know, give it to somebody to take on responsibility, we at the last minute, the network said, let's do it here. And unfortunately, last year the network was just forming, and I myself took it upon last year to have Pride here at La Place. So because I did it all last year and I'm the events coordinator for the network, it just made sense to have it here again, to at least have something for the community. Because if you stop it 1 year, are you ever going to pick it back up again? And we didn't want that to happen.
Well, we got another year from now. This is going to happen again. But I challenge some of the youth out there to form something. Send me a message, info@NewBedford Guide, and if you guys want to do something, I'll promote it. We'll get people there.
Great.
So we'll do a live stream with whoever wants to be the youth coordinator.
Yep.
Okay, so don't feel left out. We'll take care of you later on.
Yep.
So let's talk about Orlando.
Yep.
So what has changed around in the LGBTQ community since then? Anything?
You know, the Standard Times was here and did a nice article and interviewed some people at the bar. We're still afraid every day. Every day we go out, we don't know what's going to happen. What happened 10 years ago in our own community in New Bedford when the puzzles attack happened, several people got hurt, and the man that hurt, you know, went into puzzles and did the attack, was killed. Our community was hit hard. The only outcome that was good about it is the police considered a hate crime. 10 years ago in Massachusetts, that's great. In another city, another state, they probably wouldn't have cared as much. We've come so far, but yet we are so far behind where we need to be.
Yeah, I was saying when I was parking and walking in here, some guys were kind of hassling me. So that's the first thing. I didn't have that question ready, but I was like, okay, so are you seeing it even before the attack in Orlando and every day in your life? Do you kind of see the hate out there still?
I don't for me, but I do through our youth and our conversations with our youth. So right now, we talked earlier that there's bullying going on in the Bedford school system. You know, the Volk School and the Bedford High School. There's bullying going on every day, and we're trying to work with the youth to have a council form to see what we can do to fix that. So
if you know someone out there, share this video. Go down to Pleasant Street and get some information, get some advice from people that know what's going on and who've lived the life, and maybe can give some tips.
Definitely.
Yeah. So there are a lot of adults out there that will offer support. Yep. So don't feel alone out there.
And we have networks. You know, we can talk to whomever needs to be to help these youth out.
So I think that's through the questions. Let's see if I got anything on here. So Donna DeMello says, great job, Tracy.
Hi, Donna.
It seems to be all about the youth thing here. So it does seem like they're starving for information and a neat place to go. So the website is on there. So the information there for anyone who needs information. Is the youth stuff on the website too?
Yeah, there's links.
Yeah, there's links. I saw the Pride today. Pride this Saturday. So I'm going to recap in case people just joined in. So I'm here with Tracy. We're talking New Bedford Pride, which is this Saturday. Money, it's $10 at the door, but it's going to Orlando. So all the money and proceeds are going to the victims and family of Orlando. It's 21 and older, but doesn't mean you can't still support the network. Go on the website. You can donate. You can volunteer. 4 o'clock to 2 a.m. Anything else you want to talk about? Yeah,
just that La Place's South Coast only gay bar left. With puzzles gone, you either have to go to Providence, Boston, or Provincetown. You know, we're very lucky to have this bar in our community that assists and helps. AIDS formed 27 years ago, helping people in our community. This bar was so small, we had to venture out. So now we have it at other venues. We raise money for people infected with HIV in Bedford and Fall River. That happened 27 years ago here at this bar. July, this bar will be here for 34 years. You know, take it for granted. People take what you have in your community for granted, and we shouldn't do that. You know, we shouldn't have to wait for an Orlando to happen. We shouldn't wait for a Bustles event to happen. We need to act today. People ask, what can I do? Call, volunteer, 2 hours a week, anything.
So Jody asks, is there a website where people can donate to victims of Orlando? Do you have any links on your website?
I do not know at this time, but I can find out.
Yeah, I think if you Googled that, you'll probably find some pretty good information. So Lucy Langevin says, Pam and Lucy cannot say enough about Tracy. She's a remarkable woman. Paula Silva, good job, Tracy. So let's talk about the place. I've only been here a few times. They're the owners. Oh, are they?
Pam and Lucy.
So I've only been here a few times. And actually, so I told it, Grace Church had a memorial. I think it was about a week ago, last Friday. And people got a chance to go up and talk.
Yeah.
And I decided I would go up and talk. And
cool.
When I started New Bedford Guide in 2010, one of the first people we called was here. We're calling to get advertising. And when I called, I said, "Hey, would you consider advertising?" I said, "You realize we're a gay bar?" And it showed me psychologically what some people might kind of be like standoffish maybe to the rest of the community because they've been kind of painted in a corner.
Yeah.
So kind of like I said, well, is gay money as good as straight money? And they laughed, but you can come down here. You don't have to be gay. You can come down here anytime. Anyone can come down here.
Straight, gay, whatever you want to be. Walk in, 21 plus.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what are some of the things that go on here outside of New Bedford Pride?
Sure. Thursday nights they have a pool league. On Sunday and Thursday night, Wheezy does Wicked Wheezy. They have karaoke, Keno inside, pool table. Just hang out. Our local hangout.
Sure.
And no cover charge unless there's a huge event going on.
Okay, so normally it's just free to enter admission.
Yeah.
Okay, so come down Saturday, guys. Show your support. Money is going to a great cause. Seems to be plenty of parking, plenty of.
Well, it's one-way street parking. Good to go.
Yeah. So come on down Saturday, share this video, head to the website, and come down and support the cause that we're going to, Cause of Orlando.
Sweet.
All right, thanks, Tracy.
Thank you.